Yeah, good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, welcome back to this session of Alumni Talks, which is a very good initiative taken by CMRTC of making alumni to interact with the present batches. Last few weeks, about 2 weeks, we have been conducting these alumni talks daily. In fact, successfully we have conducted for two weeks almost. About a dozen alumni has come in to interact with the present batch. But now this week onwards, we are going for a daily session of one day in a week session, so that every day, every week, MBA department will be having 1 day, and one alumni is going to come every week, and Friday is fixed for MBA. In fact, so that is how today we have with us, ladies and gentlemen, Sanjay Samuel, the alumni of MBA department of CMR Technical Campus, batch 2010 to 12. Now, Sanjay, he is was very active actually when he was in the campus. For every activity, they actually had a group of people who always were very active in taking up initiation, otherwise taking initiation to conduct a lot of extracurricular activities as well as academics and all, as well non-academic. And that batch, that was the second batch, in fact, of the college, 2010 and 12. And there were the strength was about 180, in fact. So Sanjay belongs to that batch, and today he is with us, and he is in the post of senior recruiter, in Uber Technologies. Sanjay, welcome you. How are you, Sanjay? Good to see you after a long time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
our alumni team, faculty team is doing very good job of picking up people from across the various sectors where you have been working. So Sanjay, welcome back to CMRTC, virtually, in fact, not
Yeah.
physically. Today we expect your what is say sharing of experiences with the present batch, your CMR experiences, then post CMR, then how the journey was, and how it has helped in shaping up yourself, regarding the your future after CMR. So Sanjay, I hand over to you, Sanjay. And now we have the audience with us is first and second years of MBA along with the faculty of the department. So welcome, Sanjay. I welcome you.
Yeah.
Sanjay Samuel, Senior Recruiter of Uber Technologies, batch 2010-12. Go ahead, Sanjay. Welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for a wonderful introduction. So I was like a second batch student. Sir was teaching us that time. So I would keep it very short and simple. Like I would take 25 minutes to 30 minutes so that I won't take your bandwidth. Definitely. That too on a weekend. I don't want to bother you with a lot of information. I just wanted to give whatever I learned at the college, how those pointers helped me in my career. At the same time, I would also want to talk about what I'm doing now and few advices if possible. Right, I have prepared a small presentation. So can I share the screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You can.
Host has disabled screen, it seems.
Acha, you want to share, then they have to make you as the host, Sanjay, I
Okay,
suppose.
okay. In that case, no problem. If that is a challenge, I can go ahead directly. So today's agenda, I would talk about my education, pre-CMR, my and CMR and post-CMR. Then I'll talk about my employment history, how I started, and where am I now. At the same time, what I learned in the college, key learnings and achievements. At the same time, I would want to conclude with an small advice. So I did my plus two from Sai Junior College. It's in a town called Adoni in Kurnool district. Then after plus two, I did BTech in mechanical. in G. Pullareddy Engineering College, Kurnool. Then after BTech, I got campus placed in KMC Construction Private Limited as a supervisor. I went on to the training for 6 months. After the training period, uh, so I thought of not going there because it's like a field job. So looking at Hyderabad, most of my friends were flying to Hyderabad, coming to Hyderabad, having their coachings. Few of them joined few companies. So I thought like, why can't I come to Hyderabad? Then look out for a new job, rather the job which I got in campus placement. So that was one mistake which I did. But any which ways, I came to Hyderabad. After coming to Hyderabad, I didn't got any job, to be frank. So I struggled very hard. I joined multiple courses, right? Like SAP ABAP. I did AutoCAD. I did lot of trainings. So that didn't help me to get any job. Then I took out newspaper, found one of the job openings, went on to that particular company called Sri Engineers Private Limited. So it is a small company which does manufacturing. It will be like a warehouse, like you can see all building shops and stuff, right? With a lathe machine, it is similar to that. So I joined there as an engineer. So that particular company wants me to learn AutoCAD. I learned there. Then after 6 months, I felt like, no, I'm not learning anything there. Then I thought of joining MBA. One of my friends said like, why can't you join MBA? That would be really good path. Having an engineering background with having a technical background with management skills definitely would help you out. So that time I wrote, I said, got very good rank. Um, I'm not a bright student, to be frank. I'm an average student. Like I score like 75%, 76% kind of. I'm not like a superstar, but in ISET I got a very good rank. I got a seat in Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati. I joined there. I joined there for 1 week to 10 days in my first counseling. So after joining there, I felt like though it is a good university, so many people, like very good lecturers are there. Like there is huge library, there are so many cultural activities. But what I thought is the corporate connect would be far away from now, right? So, for example, if I'm in Hyderabad, there would be multiple. I thought, because I was just a college student then, I didn't have much thought about it. So I thought like, if I'm in Hyderabad, I would be accessible for so many companies. I can go to the companies, search for job and stuff. If I'm in Tirupati, it might be really hectic for me to again come to Hyderabad and start searching. So then I took a second counseling. In second counseling, I got a CMRTC. So CMRTC, I joined the first day. It was like new building altogether. They put some carpets, but the induction session was very well organized. You know, there was seniors who were interacting with the college management. College management is encouraging students to participate in what do you say, seminars. They would introduce lecturers. They would talk about college and stuff. I liked it. I thought like, yeah, I would get a good platform to learn something. At the same time, not only learning, I want to enjoy, to be frank. So coming Hyderabad, I want to enjoy my 2 years of MBA and just get graduate. So that's how I ended up joining CMRTC. So after CMRTC, I joined a company called, I'll tell you what are the things that I learned. I joined uh, D Square Technologies. I worked there for 2.5 years. Then I moved to Cognizant. I worked there 8 months. Then I joined Amazon. You know, right? So Amazon, where I worked as a senior recruiter almost for 5 years. Then I moved to Uber recently in this February, and I'm a senior sourcing recruiter. Sourcing recruiter is like one a specific role in recruitment. So I would talk about that a little later. So like I have a daughter. Like my family is like me, my wife, and daughter. She's like 2 years old now. So my hobbies are like, I do photography. I do short film making videos and stuff. I do YouTube. At the same time, I do write blogs. Uh, you would think, right, after you having a good job on Uber or Amazon, why you want to do YouTube, or why you want to do this blogging, photography and stuff, right? So first thing is, I came from a town where I studied in an English medium school, but thing is, I was lacking in my communication skill. Now I am able to talk a little bit. There might be so many people in your batch who can talk even better than me. But thing is, whatever I know, right? I know a little bit of English. So after completing, after coming to Hyderabad, after joining Sri Engineers Private Limited, I was lacking in my communication. So I thought of joining customer care. In customer care executive position in Tata Business Support Services. I thought definitely there might be people continuously talking in English so that I can learn. But thing is, I joined in a domestic process where most of the time I spend in talking in Telugu rather than in English. So then in that particular time, I didn't learn much, but I learned few processes, right? How the entire system works, how hierarchy works, how you are assigned with some goals or some targets, how you need to achieve it, how you need to talk to the customer, right? So those kind of things I learned. At the same time, it built some confidence in me so that I can go out there and talk, right? So after that, in college, I did so many things, which is like, I participated in short film making competition, where we won second prize. We made a video called Ho. It was presented in one of the national seminars in Godavari district, I think, from the college. Our batchmates was represented there, and we won the second prize. So one of my key skill was short film making. And second thing was I was doing MBA management video, like all our lecturers video, like they would talk about college, and they would tell about their name. So that was one of the video which we projected in our college annual day function. And that was one video making. And then I participated in national seminar for retailing in our college, which was organized that time. So we presented an article called Empowering Blooming Birds. It got published in that book, and we really did the research and we wrote it. So that was one opportunity where I utilized and wrote that article there. And in any PPT presentations, I was like actively participating, because I like doing that color shadings and videos and stuff, right? So that helped me, that encouraged me to participate in these presentations. I participated in number of PPT presentations, like let it be a management activity, let it be a team building activity, or any kind of activity which college has given this opportunity. We prepared PPTs and projected there. In terms of like mini presentations, mock presentations, I participated. So that was PPTs. Then college placement coordination team, I would talk about it. So we CMRTC collaborated with the main campus, and we were coordinators there. So I would talk about what we did there and how it helped in my career. Then I did real-time projects throughout my career, though it is in BTech or MBA, anywhere I did my live projects. If it is mini project also, I did live project, real-time projects, because that gave me corporate exposure. In BTech, I did in Eicher Motors, mini lorries and stuff, right? So in that organization, I did this internship for 6 months. Then like in MBA, we did one project which is real-time project in the startup company on quality of work life. So I would talk about that aspect as well. And I would also talk about campus placements, how college helped us. At the same time, as a recruiter, how many colleges that I visited, and how the students there, and how it is different from on-campus interviews and off-campus interviews and external hiring. All right. So short film making. So right, to get identity from the college management, from friends, from all our classmates, we started doing short film making with friends of four, and we had a team. Like I would like to take their names: Sai, Shilpa, then Shiny, uh, Manthan, Naresh, Murli, Pasha. There were so many people in our team. We made these videos. So this video making and poster designing helped me in doing a, campaigning for the startup company where I joined. For example, in the startup company, we didn't have much budget to hire people, right? So budget in the sense there would be some percentage of budget would be assigned to a recruitment team for like branding. For example, if you see newspaper ads, right, there would be a column called jobs openings. So for that, we need to pay to the paper. If we post a job in Naukri or a Monster, we need to buy that login, right? We didn't have a luxury to buy those logins. That's the reason I thought, why can't it be a social media platform and create creatives, post it there, and see how people can see this and come for the interviews. So we tried and developed few aspects. Then I created a page called Wow Jobs. It is still there on Facebook. So we had huge number of following, and we did creatives and video job postings there. So one day we organized a walk-in drive in our company. So almost 80 to 90 people have came for the interview. For a startup who doesn't even know the company name, 90 people has lined up for the interview. So I would say like this particular opportunity of short film making or video making, where college management gave us the freedom to do experiment in that thing, it eventually helped us in this company where I didn't even invest a single rupee on recruitment, but able to line up 90 odd people for the interview, and we were able to make 4 to 5 higher calls. So that's how it helps you. Maybe now it might look very simple, but when you join a company, whatever skills that you learned would definitely help you, and it would make give you an identity. So that is one aspect. Second aspect is national seminar on retailing. So me, Shaini, and Shilpa, we three together presented this paper on rural retailing. So the main objective of it is like, how can farmers be the owners of their own crop, right? And how can they retail their own products? How government can support it? So that time it was just a small paper. Now if you see Reliance Fresh, right? It tie-ups with farmers directly. Farmers will give their crop to Reliance Fresh, and Reliance Fresh will sell it. All these Raitu Mandi, Polymera, all these like outlets tie up with farmers, and they grow for these companies, and these guys will sell it. So that particular paper has helped me. How, I'll tell you. So in my first interview I would take Amazon. In Amazon interview, right? So there was a senior manager who asked me this question like, what did you do in your project? What is your project all about? What are your key learnings? What are your key contributions? Is what he asked. So I was able to explain it clean and simple because I worked on it, because I did a small research. So I would ask you people, definitely take up real time project, though it is time consuming now. But in future, if you go for any interview as a fresher, definitely you would be checked on your communication. One, second thing, you would be checked on your projects, what you did, what are your learnings there. So if you are able to communicate it properly, then it is good. Definitely they would have a positive data points to make you get into that company. So I would request you all to participate in all kind of national seminar, poster presentations, PPTs and stuff. Because if you try and research, definitely that would be in you that would help you while you are talking about yourself in the interviews. So another point which I would talk is on presentations and activities. So we do team building activities, like, right? You play cricket, or you do in-house management activities, or like you would give one article and you'll ask one of your colleague, friend, to talk about it for a minute, right? So after I becoming a recruiter at Amazon, there was one activity that was assigned to me, like it's called team building activity. So team building activity is like, I did in college, but when I replicated the same thing in the company, I got so many applauds. People like thought like, this guy is different. This guy is like all rounder, but I am not an all rounder. These are all things which I learned in my college, where we had regular sessions of team building or paper presentation, poster presentation, or some kind of like national seminars, right? Those are all things which I participated and which eventually helped me in implementing the same thing which I learned in my workplace. So I would encourage you people to participate and do team building activities, right? At the same time, I would talk about college placement coordinators. So in 2010-12 batch, management has thought about setting up a placement coordinators, right? So placement coordinators means not like just you receive what do you say, human resource managers from different organization and host them. It's not like that. We were assigned a different task. It is like you do a research about some particular companies, identify their contact details, identify their email IDs, and then reach out to them and project about college, project about the different what do you say, branches that we have, how many number of candidates that we have, so that college what do you say, companies might get convinced and visit campus for campus interviews. So this particular activity helped us to do a research, right? To do, like, for example, you know a company xyz.com, and you don't know their email ID, you don't know the contact person, you don't know the contact number. How would you contact it, right? So then with 5 members team, like, we used to research about who is this, what is this company all about, who is the owner of the company, what is the headquarters details, their phone number, email IDs. Then we started calling them and we started emailing them about the company. So this same activity helped me in my first job, which is at D Square Tech Labs. When I was because in a startup I used to do all sort of jobs, all sort of functions. So there in business development function, this particular aspect helped me. So we need to generate business for our company, right? So then we need to research. We need to identify people who are looking for websites, who are looking for building platforms, right? And then we cross sell about the company details. It is same thing, but when it comes to an organization, it is a revenue generation. When it is at a college, it is to gain knowledge. So that particular aspect has helped us. Another thing, like, we understand how to do a research, right? There is n number of companies. You need to bucket it in different what do you say, verticals. There is a mechanical company, there is an electrical company, there is a management company. Few companies, like, always HR feel like we would only get a support kind of job, we would not get a direct job as a recruiter and stuff, right? So we bucketed in a different verticals, so that it would be easy for us to understand about the domain, at the same time do a proper research on that particular domain. For example, infrastructure. What is infrastructure mean? What is this company does? Like, what kind of opportunity this company might open up? Uh, so those kind of things, and understanding about the company, right? In any company, if you go, first thing they would ask, like, what is your understanding about Amazon? Most of you would definitely feel like it might be an e-commerce, right? Directly people might be buying online and selling online, but there are thousands of software development engineers who actually build that platform, right? For example, Uber now. So Uber, you just click on one particular what do you say request, then you would get number of cabs available, and you would pick up the cab and you would take the ride. So what is the background of it? Who is working on it? There are thousands of engineers working to write code, make it easy for you, so that you would not feel like, without even you knowing about the technicalities of it, you just open the app and select few aspects. Even TikTok. TikTok is like another app where you feel like making videos and stuff. There is a back-end software development team who actually thinks about how this application should look like. So understanding about the parent company is very important than the user interface that you see. So if you understand about the company, then you would try to apply it. For example, when I was working in Cognizant, I got a mail from Amazon for this recruiter role. Then I went to my senior recruiter and told Danny, his name is Daniel. Daniel, I got this mail from Amazon. It is an e-commerce company. Who will go to the company? Then he called me and said, Sanjay, Amazon is not an e-commerce company. It is a technical company. It is a very big company. You don't even know about it. So research about it. Then when I joined the company, that's when I understood. So, okay, this big is the company. For me, Cognizant is a very big company. After entering DLF building, I was like, done. This is what I wanted to be. But like after understanding about different companies, my perspective has changed. Then that helped me. So this particular program of college placement and coordinators program has helped us to learn about how to do research. So if you get these kind of opportunities, please do participate. Maybe you might not get a name, you might not get a recognition, you might not get a lot of what do you say appreciation, but you would learn a lot of things. At the same time, being in a college placement coordination team would give you access directly to the recruiters or directly to human resources managers. Directly you can talk to them, you can understand what your company is looking for. So please do participate if there are any uh, these kind of roles comes in your place. Then, as I said, real-time projects, right? Real-time projects, definitely you would be having minimum 1 or 2 questions on this particular aspect, right? What is your role? Most of us would feel like, who would give us a real-time projects, who would give us like actual projects. You need not to actually go for a company, wait for a company to give you a project, right? Do a research. For example, now you need to understand a buying behavior of a customer on an e-commerce portal. This is one project. So buying behavior is, now so many of us would be a window shoppers on an e-commerce portal. We would go see a number of products and add to cart and will not buy it. So this is one of the like buying pattern. Recently I was doing it, right? This is one kind of a project that you can do a research. At the same time, now everywhere it is about diversity and inclusion. You would have seen in US, right? There is a racism kind of thing. So now every company is developing one particular aspect, or they are focusing on one key thing, which is called diversity and inclusion. Like, how can a team be inclusive? Like, for example, there are 3 to 4 members in your team. Why can't there be a superstar? Why can't there be a like medium performer, or a like medium ranker? Or why can't there be a couple of girls who can join in this particular team and work as a project? So different mindset give you a different perspective to work, right? So that kind of aspects are people that kind of aspects are playing a really very important role in the organizations. And diversity and inclusion being very, very important now. And for all my sisters out there now who are listening to this session, you would have very good future for sure, because we are in any kind of recruitment drive or a recruitment walk-in that we do, we are supposed to call certain number of female candidates for the event. Without that, we are asked for that. So you definitely have that opportunity. That said, for any candidate who has worked really hard, who got good knowledge, definitely they would get through. Okay, so my request for you all is to try to do real time projects. If you won't get real time project, research about it. There are so many articles available. If you are finding it difficult, go on to YouTube and see 3 to 4 videos of new business ideas or new real-time projects. So you would get that information. So no need to read, you can watch and still do a project. Then is about campus hiring, right? All of you would want to get through or get in a company, right? This is a very important topic which I'm going to talk. So how it is different from an off-campus or a external hiring. So on-campus interviews is like companies visit to your college. So you would say like we know about it. That's fine. But when they come, they would have a certain set of expectation. They would expect you to understand the organization, understand the process is very stringent, right? So at the same time, there are so many aspects, right? You need to prepare a resume, go and stand in a queue. There might be thousands of people will be waiting for it. Interviewer might not be having a good mindset to take an interview, or you would have felt exhausted by waiting, right? So many different things happen when you come on external hiring or to directly to the organizations. Recently, I would like to share a couple of examples, right? So there was a parent who brought her child to the company. They don't know which office they need to go to. The Amazon has like 6 to 7 offices in Hyderabad, and they don't know where to go to. Right? They got this resume and they were waiting at the organization, and her parent was asking me, right, where is this organization? Fortunately, they met right recruiter, so I was able to explain them to go here and there, here, so that they can attend interview. But for example, if they would have met some other person, then how would that situation be, right? You need to roam around and around. um, Few examples, right? Few of my college mates still, they are still searching for jobs. They are doing small jobs, but they want to get settled in their life. They are really struggling hard. When college was giving that opportunity, we got like 3 to 4 companies that time because we were starting that time. So um, we got very few companies, but the hiring percentage was more. So if you got through in ICICI Bank, if you got through in different what do you say, HR functions. So yeah, we got that opportunity. But when we came out, it was really hard. For let's take my example only. In BTech, after my completion of BTech, I got a placement from KMC Construction Private Limited. So it was in 2009. My salary was like they offered me around 22,000. If I continue to do the job there, I would have earned some 80 to 90,000 by now, right? Sticking at that same job. But I felt like I'm too intelligent. I can come to Hyderabad and just crack the interview. I came to Hyderabad. There are thousands of people like me in Amirpet. They were going to different coaching centers. They were like taking different kind of what do you say, trainings and coachings, but they don't know where to go for a job or where to search for a job, right? So that is very hard. So try, if there is a possibility that you get an opportunity to get through from a campus interview, that is awesome. Otherwise, have a research, right? Think like from now only you need to start doing the research and understanding how the job market look like. What are the opportunities available outside? who are the recruiters in the market, how should I connect with them, how should I talk to them, right? I'd like to share you another example. So while doing the job search only, I took one newspaper. There was a opportunity in Airtel, sorry, one of the company. So I went to that consultancy. The first thing that they asked is to pay them 500 rupees for one interview. I paid them. After like 1 day or 2 days, they called me again. Your profile got shortlisted. You need to meet HR of the company. You need to pay 1,000 rupees. Then I got doubt and I didn't go there. Then there was another consultancy which I visited. I paid 500 there, and they also repeated the same process. See, no company will collect money from anyone because they want people. They want the people to get their work done, right? Why would they expect money? So don't get into these traps, okay? And few of you or most of us would think like, would referral work? Referral works up to some extent, not always, right? So referrals would give you a gate pass, that's it. You need to actively prepare and do interviews well, then only you'll get through. So referrals, because there are so many people out there, definitely it is a very strict process now. So at the same time, back doors, right? I can pay some 3 to 4 lakhs and get the job. For example, I know a few people has done that and they got into a company. I would not take the company name and the person name. Recently this layoffs happened, right? Company has taken off people. They were the people who got affected because they don't know skills and stuff. They just wanted job, they came into job. But while doing a reevaluation, they were asked to leave the company. So all these processes, like if you take another direction to try it out, definitely it would be very hard. But if you try it sincerely, either in a campus interview or through a right channel, definitely it would help you. Then I would like to give you few advices, right? So please enjoy, right? I don't want to scare you people that there won't be any opportunities, or there might be very strict process and stuff. But I would encourage you people to enjoy what you are doing now. um, Go to my request for you is, like, if possible, try to attend college regularly. Thing is, after like 2 years of college, you would not get that opportunity. It's just eight years for me out of the college. Yesterday I was looking at the pictures of my college and stuff. I thought like that was a real good time, because you would have almost like 50 100 friends, right? All will be playing, or they would be playing basketball, they would be making fun, they would be making real fun, rather watching on TikTok and having fun. Having like spending quality time with friends would be really good. I would encourage you people to participate and enjoy your time, and participate in technical management, paper presentation, poster presentation, PPTs. If you are unable to talk in English, also fine, because in college you can experiment n number of times and fail. When you come out, you'll have very less chances to experiment things, right? If somebody is better performing than you, companies tend to hire them than us, right? Though you have a good percentage, though you are a star in the academics, it doesn't matter. So try to participate and improve and build network. You don't know what your fellow friend would be after 4 or 5 years. So yeah, like I was just a naughty student there. I was like making fun, making videos, having roaming around in the college. I used to attend the college because I know, like MBA, I want to spend very quality time and enjoy a lot in MBA. So I was a just average student. uh, like I was able to build my network, and that helped me. And today, I worked with a good company. I got good like reputation in the market as a recruiter, right? So if there are so many friends who just call me and say, Sanjay, I'm attending interview at Amazon. What would be the process? I'm attending interview here. How would the process be? Right? If you would call me and ask like, how would the compensation negotiations be? Right? So without having a proper network, they would have not reached out to me. There are few friends who really hesitate to talk to me now. I don't know why, but still, right? So please have connection between your fellow friends, your juniors. This session, how I got is, right, one of the junior asked my number. She shared my number to Spurti ma'am. That's how we connected. So having connections with your juniors and your fellow friends would definitely help you. You don't know what your friends going to become after 4 or 5 years. For example, Satya Nadella, right? So maybe a next Satya Nadella is beside you. Try to have a good network. Then my suggestion for you all is join company where you can learn than you earn at the initial stage of your career. So for example, though I had a good job, got a good company, I joined this company called D Square Tech Labs. D Square Tech Labs was a startup company. I was doing this filmmaking, as I said, right? One of my friend looked at it and asked like, why can't you join my company? So I joined there. So there it was nothing. We started with almost like 8 to 10 members team. When I was leaving the company was almost 54, and I was a key contributor there. I was doing human resource management, doing performance checks, business development, doing creatives, and I learned so much. So I can say I learned maximum from the startup than from a well-paid companies, right? So for you, I would like to suggest join a company where you can learn more, experiment more. At the same time, always you would always learn from a bad manager than a good manager. Good manager would direct you in a good direction, but working with a bad manager would give you insights like how I need to think through, how I need to contribute, if that is the scenario, how I need to different. Rather, we cribbing about the manager, we can get that insights like how we don't want to be like that. So don't think about the managers, don't think about anything. If you are learning new thing, then you are at a right spot. If you are not learning anything, then it is like I would recommend you to move on. Prepare well for any interview. Don't just go just like that, right? Prepare, stand in front of the system, or stand in front of what do you say, mirror. Talk to yourself, or like take one of an English dialogue like from Godfather. If you like movies, try to take one of the dialogue from Godfather and try to imitate in English, right? So yeah, that's how important. You should prepare, you should practice, you should be very confident while you are presenting yourself. At the same time, campus placement is one of the best way to get into the companies. And focus on the implementation, right? So we would all have multiple ideas, right? Somebody wants to start their own companies, somebody wants to their start own consultancies. Having ideas is very good, but without implementation it doesn't work. Any company would evaluate on what you delivered, what you have achieved, rather than what you suggested, right? So my suggestion for you all is focus on implementation. If you want to do a small learning video, for example, if you got that thought, put it on a paper, try to practice it, and prepare a video or prepare a presentation. So that way it would help. At the same time, I would also recommend you people to read books, right? Read books. You would say, right, Sanjay, what you are talking, we won't even read our college books. You are asking us to read funny books, right? uh, Thing is, right, if you read books, it would give you one thing, you can improve your vocabulary. Second thing, you would think, you can think loud. For example, for my daughter, I recently bought this book called Cinderella. It is 50 rupees book, a small 10-page book. I was reading about Cinderella. It is like half of the movie is almost about Yamadonga movie. You know, half of the movie is about Yamadonga movie. I thought like, oh, he has improved on the script. and he would got that Yama's character and stuff like that. But the story starts from the small books, right? So all the ideas would start from small books. Try to read it. At the same time, I would say, right, experiment on things. It is better to fail when you are in college or wherever you are, better to fail fast than failing repeatedly. So these are the things which I would like to cover. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for hearing to me. If you have any questions, I'm happy to take.
Yeah, Sanjay, I think these people, you have clarified everything
Yeah,
in an absolute way. I like the most because, our chairman also keep on telling one important aspect, which otherwise I heard from you also. No, initially everybody do hard work actually.
yeah,
So he obviously say do hard work, but in a smarter way. That is called smart work. So you do that smart work. It is possible only through network. So he uses these synonyms, in that way. Hard work, smart work, and network. So that is how today everybody, even otherwise you also said the same thing. So so a good suggestion from you, and also you have suggested them, very in a way, in other sense, like joining the first company rather looking for the pay. Join the first company where you can learn a lot of things. Now that is also very important. We keep on telling the students the same thing. So, it's a very good interaction, Sanjay. I request the audience to come up with queries. It was a very, very decent, very, very explanative, a very, very, open up, open-ended, interaction. Sorry, discussion went on, by Sanjay. Now he has given absolute inputs, where you can start and where you can do the things, what to do before entering into the market, and how you're going to shape up, when you're in MBA in these 2 years, what you have to do, what you should not do. Everything has clarified. Now I want you people to come up with some queries, if any, because we are running short of time. We have got absolutely about 5 minutes to 8 minutes. So any queries coming in, please?
Sir, this is Manoj sir, 37.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, good evening, sir. So
Yes.
I wanted to know about recruitment process like ATS, applicants tracking system. So how most of the companies today is using ATS process, sir. So how far it can be helpful for the recruiters as well as candidates.
So, very good question. Awesome. Thank you so much. So you can call me Sanjay. So there is no like barrier. Don't call me sir.
Yeah, okay, okay.
So thing is, application tracking system is like heart of any recruitment, right?
Yeah,
So every company uses applicant tracking system. Few startup companies would not want to invest in that.
yeah,
Okay, for example, in D Square, we didn't have a ATS, but we designed our own portal where we can have every candidate details out there.
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so similarly, for example, if you see any job opening on LinkedIn, right? So if you
LinkedIn.
click on it, it goes to that company website,
Yeah,
and if you apply there, that's that's when you get to know that your application is submitted. Back end, there would be a application tracking system.
yeah, okay.
Every application is tracked, and every application will be on the portal. If you change n number of email IDs, whatever you do, it would
Yeah,
capture with your phone number. It would capture. There would be like really
yeah.
machine
Everything
learning.
it will be taking.
Yes.
Phone number, email address, everything it will be taking.
Everything it will take, and everything will be stored, and it would be there for lifetime.
Yeah, whatever we have mentioned in the resume, everything it will be taken.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, any more questions? We can take one more question also.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Hi.
This is Shobha, sir. I have doubt like what made you to get into the film industry?
Not film industry. I did short films.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So in college, you need to get identity, right? So you need to have your friends upload for you, right? right? If you do a video, if you get a good reviews, definitely your friends would appreciate you, right? So that's how it started. It's like a fun, you to get an identity, that's it. But I didn't thought like that would help me in my real-time organization. Like, for example, every company would come up with the videos, right? Every company would come out with a job description videos or a company videos. Now I am trying to edit few of them, so some or other way it would definitely help you. So that's my point.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I would suggest, like, I have my LinkedIn profile. If you type my name Sanjay Samuel and Uber, you would get my details. I have almost like 25,000 people following me. If you want to follow, you can follow me there. I would be posting information about like how to prepare resume, how to crack interviews, how to prepare for software engineers, the what kind of jobs available outside the market. All sort of information would be there on my LinkedIn page. And if you want to listen to videos which I prepared on YouTube, it's there. You can type my name Sanjay Samuel. I'll be holding a camera because I like that hobby, right? You can view that videos also, so that it would be helpful for you. And you can also mail me if you have any queries. My email ID is imsanjaysamuel@gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah, that is how networking goes on, ladies and
Hello.
gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, who is this? Come in.
Sir, this is Sonali. First of all, good afternoon, sir. Sir, I want to know about what formal training or on-the-job training does the company provide?
Yeah, that's awesome. I thought of covering this point, but somehow I missed it. It's called intern. Interns. Intern is one thing, and another thing what you asked is on-job training, right? After joining any company, there would be a minimum time of 1 to 2 months where you would have a mentor who would mentor about the processes, what you need to do, and stuff like that. After that, you would be given the real-time work. Any company, though you get an experience if you join a new company, because every new company have a different process, right? So there they would train you for 1 month, then they would start you to work. So to get a good experience, I would suggest you people should try for an internship opportunity. There are so many websites. Every company is offering 1 month intern, 3 months intern, 6 months intern. Some are paid interns, some are free interns. If you are getting an internship, that's good enough. No need to think of money, because you would directly interact with the teammates, and you would interact with seniors where they would already be working, right? You would also learn from them. Internship and on-job training is definitely be provided to any person at any level, whoever joins a new company.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
Sanjay, actually, they have to undergo some intern training actually
Yes, sir.
last summer, but they missed out because of this pandemic. Now we have directed them to go for online internships, which otherwise they are just getting some opportunities.
Yeah.
But according to you, Sanjay, in the present scenario, how companies really look into this issue of doing online internships, because everything has become online because now these people can't go live.
Yeah.
So do you think that these online internships are worth after they getting into this placement scenario, these will be taken as a part of it?
Yeah, definitely, sir. So thank you so much for the question. So now every company is following this online internship. Recently in Uber, we finished business analyst online internship, and now next week there might be software engineers who did their internship online. They are finishing it. Few of them will have PPOs, which is pre-placement offer, before they completing their education. So definitely there won't be a barricade for anyone if he's a talented, if he's interacting, because this is all about interaction. How you interact, how would take inputs, how would you come up with new things without having any support is really value addition. So online internship is like, there is no harm in doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think you heard with the senior recruiter that that yes, online internships are really of worth, and I request everybody to go for it. Lot of opportunities coming in. So we are running short of time, Sanjay. Actually, we have been allotted only 1 hour. In
No
fact,
problem.
because of the bandwidth. So
Okay,
that's
I
how
thought
let.
taking 30 minutes, but it went on. Sorry for that.
Yeah. No problem. So, Sanjay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Sanjay Samuel, thank you very much for coming forward to give your inputs regarding the market as well as how the situation will be, scenario will be after MBA, and what you need to do while undergoing your MBA. It was very open-ended discussion, Sanjay. Thank you very much. We'll be in touch with you in the coming days. And obviously, yes, they will be networking with you. They will be connecting with you in the social media,
Yeah.
obviously. So please help them out to crack these placements, and any advices, any sort of situation. I think you will be helping them out.
Sure.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you once again. We'll meet you one day. We'll meet once again in another platform. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.